it's actually just going back to the basics. So what happened in recent times, because of all the regulations that came in and all the new technologies that came in, what happened with actually information security and compliance, the two has split. And people started focusing on compliance and focusing on security separately. And it's kind of like a student going to the school and learning for the exam or learning for life. But we know that the people who get the most out of learning are the people who study to really understand the topic, and then they will actually get good grades on the exams just naturally. So that's what we're focusing on, getting a natural outcome, that if you do the right things in security, compliance comes as a natural part of it. And of course there are some processes and there are some steps to follow in compliance, so we embed it into our process and make sure that we focus on security and we achieve compliance as a byproduct. And then the other thing that's also very important, that with the explosion of the number of tools that are all specialized in their own areas of how they approach security and what part of security do they approach, we realize that you need to be able to connect the dots. Just like, for example, at 9/11, we had the FBI that has information on the hijackers. We had the CIA that had information on the hijackers. We had local law enforcement that stopped actually a few of the hijackers and then let them go because they didn't have enough information about them. And people were like, well, what if the FBI could have talked to the CIA and local law enforcement? It would have been wonderful, and they could have actually stopped the hijackers. But if you think about it, somebody making a traffic stop, how could you expect that person to be specialized in CIA database nomenclature? That's just not realistic. People who are working the traffic, they're specialized in that. They do a good job in that. They know how to do that. And the CIA people, they know what they do. So what really was needed in cybersecurity similarly is an underpinning. So what we built is an underpinning to all these best of breed tools, so that they can actually leverage each other's information, and so that the cybersecurity experts can connect the dots. Now this is nothing new, because when you look at the most famous cybersecurity experts, they actually do that by themselves. They're building, some of them have these huge spreadsheets, a bunch of macros, some of them write Python scripts or Juniper notebooks and complex things, but they basically had to do it themselves. And talking to these experts, we realized that there is a need for an off-the-shelf product that can be customized to the way somebody needs to look at connecting the dots in their specific environment. And that's really the difference of our approach in cybersecurity.